Welcome to Procurement Leak. Firstly, I want to tell you, what is procurement? Procurement can be defined as the process of acquiring goods and services from a third-party vendor through direct purchasing, competitive bidding, or tendering process, while ensuring the right quality and quantity. Procurement is a vital business function. When managed efficiently and done well, it can help increase your business's profitability. It enables the business to avoid wasting time, money, and valuable resources dealing with an inadequate supplier. It can be classified as direct or indirect procurement, depending on how the company will use the items being procured. It can also be categorized as goods or services procurement depending on the items that are being procured. Procurement methods. Generally, there are 6 procurement methods used by the procurement team in a company. Open tendering, single source procurement, request for proposal, two-stage tendering, restricted tendering, request for quotations. Open tendering. It is also known as open competitive bidding, open competition, or open solicitation. Open tendering is the process aimed at acquiring goods and services at the lowest price. The belief is to stimulate competition and minimize discrimination. One of the biggest benefits of open tendering is that it allows new firms and organizations to also enter into the market and make a name for themselves. Hear all about its fundamental requirements. Be open to all qualified and interested bidders. Be advertised locally and internationally, when required. Have objective qualifications criteria. Have neutral and clear technical specifications. Have clear and objective evaluation criteria. Single source procurement. Single source procurement is a non-competitive method that should only be used under specific circumstances. Single source procurement occurs when the procuring entity intends to acquire goods or services from a sole provider. This method should undergo a strict approval process from management before being used. Hear all about its fundamental requirements. Emergencies. If only one supplier is available and qualified to fulfill the requirements. If the advantages of using a certain supplier are abundantly clear. If the procurer requires a certain product or service that is only available from one supplier. For the continuation of work that cannot be reproduced by another supplier. Request for proposal. A request for proposal, RFP, is a procurement document that announces and describes a project or purchase request. RFPs include everything a potential supplier or subcontractor needs to know to create a fair and accurate proposal. Things to watch for in an RFP. Bid date. Your proposal will be due on a specified day and time. Being even 1 minute late can disqualify your bid. Itemized pricing. Many RFPs require that you show more than a total price. You may be asked to show a separate price for each element of your bid. Required experience. RFPs often ask for some past experience in a similar job. Project duration. How long you will have to complete the project or deliver the goods is an important part of an RFP. Damages. Some RFPs include a penalization fee that the successful bidder will be subject to if they do not meet the completion date. Two-stage tendering. 2 procedures are used under the two-stage tendering method. Two-stage tendering is used to allow the early appointment of a contractor, before the completion of all the information required to enable them to offer a fixed price. The first stage competition is typically based on deliverables including a construction program and method statement, detailed preliminaries pricing, and overheads and profit. It may also include the competitive tendering of some work packages, together with lump sums for pre-construction services, design fees, risk margins for work that will not be tendered in the second stage, and so on. The second stage, which is typically managed as a negotiation between the employer and the preferred contractor, relies upon competition between second-tier contractors for work packages. Restricted tendering. Restricted tender means a two-stage contract award process. Firstly, an evaluation of applicants to obtain a short list of contractors to be invited to tender, and secondly, the evaluation of a tender received from those short-listed contractors. It means a tender that is restricted to specific parties. This method of procurement is also called limited bidding and selective tendering. Request for quotations. A request for quotation, RFQ, is a business process in which a company or public entity requests a quote from a supplier to purchase specific products or services. RFQ generally means call for bids, CFB. Invitation for bids, IFB. An RFQ typically involves more than just the price per item. RFP may request information like payment terms, quality level per item, or contract length during the bidding process. Request for a quote, RFQ, is a business process in which a business solicits quotes from select suppliers and contractors for a specific task or project. An RFQ can be sent alone or in tandem with a request for proposal, RFP. A business generally sends an RFQ when the quantity for a standard product is known, and needs are ongoing. RFQs do not generate unsolicited bids and quotes as businesses target specific vendors and contractors. Procurement cycle. 6 steps to the procurement cycle. 1. Identify the business need. 2. Create a list of suppliers. 3. Select a supplier plus negotiate the contract terms. 4. Create a purchase order. 5. Receive the goods and services. 6. Reconcile the paperwork plus make a payment.